How's it going, guys? Welcome to the TwoPennyGames Piggy Bank, your favorite casual gaming podcast with my casual gaming buds. My name's Phil, I'm your host for this show that we record live every Monday afternoon Central Time here on twitch.tv/2pennygames. Of course, if you can't catch us live, you can catch us every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. over on youtube.com/@2pennygames. Of course, I'm not right here by myself. What are you, stupid? What do you think? I'm here by myself?
Yep.
I've got two of my best friends in the whole world here with me. One of them being Mr. Connor Elliott.
Hello, my name's Connor Elliott. I could be more energetic, but then I'd be faking it. And you don't come here to get fake.
I mean, you could act like you want to be here.
I didn't say I didn't want to be here. I just said I'm not giving the energy.
Listen, what you intend and what you put out are two different things.
Fine, I don't want to be here. Is that what you want to hear? Is that what you want? You want me to say I hate doing this
He admitted
podcast?
it. He finally admitted it. Of course, the other voice you heard there was my other best friend, Tavin Bothel.
Happy Death Stranding 2 week, everybody.
Week. Can't
It's
even
upon
say the
us.
day.
It's here.
It's upon us. What we got, like 2 days?
He was already
2 days, yes, but some of us may have spent the extra $10 to get it a few days early, so I'll be playing it tonight.
Yeah, it's out right now, right?
No, tonight.
Oh, okay.
Later tonight. Like probably 11 p.m.
2 days. Isn't it 2 days now?
Damn, so
no, it's 26 that's coming.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. So it'll be 24th,
Yes.
New York time,
Mm-hmm.
at 11 o'clock tonight.
damn, so we're not finishing Casual Crashers anytime soon, huh?
I mean, you know.
It's till
Like-
not till 11 when you should be able to get it.
Yeah, but I'll be
we have all
I'll
we
be-
have all like the post show stuff. Like,
Yeah, I gotta, some of us work, Connor. Some of us have work after the work,
Oh, well, I kind of do. I have to take down this beautiful set.
I mean, Phil, to answer your question, like, yes, it will be done. Should we just do it next week, guys? I mean, it falls on a weird day, but like,
Wait, do next?
Castle Crashers.
yeah. I mean, that's what I'd say. I thought that's what we agreed on.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was.
We just have to finish
okay.
the game.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, because technically we wait till the first recording day of the month, which is not next week; it's the week after.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
Right.
well,
but
sorry.
it falls on a weird day, and it's a short game, so we can just nail it out. We're not doing it tonight.
No.
I'll be playing Death
No.
Strand.
I mean, like finishing the actual game. Yeah.
Interestingly enough, Phil, Tavin is already looking up SFM porn of Death Stranding 2.
That's not true at all.
Yeah,
Not even a little
I saw
bit
him.
true.
I saw him
I
doing
mean,
it.
I would believe it. I would.
I'm
Believe
waiting
it.
for the good Expedition 33 porn to show up. That's not there
You're
yet.
not supposed to admit that, Tavin.
Very excited. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Currently a 90 on OpenCritic. When I opened my phone this morning, it was at 92.
That's what I saw, yeah.
And then I literally because it was at 92, but it was a different page layout, and I thought, oh, maybe I clicked the wrong link or whatever, so I backed out and then came back into it, and then it went down to 91, and that was the screenshot I sent y'all. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, well, 91 is still good, and I was like, it's probably gonna go down at least another point, and it did. Now it's at 90. From there, we'll see.
I predict it will stay at like an 89. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I don't see it going up or down more than one more point.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to stay at 90 because reviewers have had a month with this game, so they've had plenty of time to play it. So a lot of them are already out and done.
We'll see. Because with the
People like it.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, it was at like 91 for a while, then 90, then it got to 89.
There is always latecomers, people who come in early
Yeah.
come in late, or who don't have codes until launch, or don't play it until launch, et cetera, et cetera. But
here's hoping for
Reggie,
more
to
sevens.
answer your question, yes, we're recording our our casual gaming podcast, the Piggy Bank. So yeah, this is a show. This is one of the shows we do every Monday.
Every Monday. 2. We do 2 every Monday.
That's why I said one of the shows.
we do all of our shows on Monday.
By the way, Einkoon in the chat, longtime fan. I'm sorry that's happening. Because
I don't know whether to take it seriously or not because he was joking about that.
He was
in a
joking
different
about
stream.
that a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
oh, he was. Well, it's realistic.
I mean,
it's
it could be
very-
happening,
Mhm.
So if it is, sorry to hear that about.
Anyway, we've been
yeah.
playing. This is, of course, is our casual gaming podcast where we come together every week and we talk about our weekend games, what we've been playing, what we hope to play in the next week, and we kind of just have conversation topics here and there. We shoot the shit about video games. We play mini games with each other. We compete, and we have a good time. It's generally a good time to
to say.
spend every Monday afternoon here on twitch.tv/2PennyGames. Boys, been playing anything fun? I've really only booted up Castle Crashers, and I played a little bit of fucking Pokemon Scarlet on the Switch 2. It's been pretty fun. I kind of did like a little restart, and then I was like, I'm not gonna restart anymore. I'm gonna go back to my original save, and I'm gonna finally like fully finish this fucking game, and then maybe do the DLC when I'm done with that.
Pokemon loser, right?
Why you gotta hate? Why are you always judging someone because they like something?
Because it's funny.
Why? No, it's never funny.
Then why?
Never has anybody ever laughed.
Last night did you immediately after coming back from work?
Because I rebuked thee, Connor. I rebuked thee, and thou comments that thou have made against my own will on this very show. Okay, back when I played Elden Ring for my first time. Or not my first time, but when I revisited it and quasi-reviewed it for the podcast, and I came back favorable, much like I was favorable about it from the very beginning, right? But I have always been critical of FromSoft narratives in that they don't have narratives. They make lore. That has always been my take. It will continue to be my take. And until somebody with a fucking background in storytelling, narrative formats, or just thematic building of stories at all comes to me and refutes my opinion with evidence other than a Google search of what narrative is, because guess what? Narrative means more than what you'll find on Google, guys.
Tavin, I did not use AI, so you're wrong. Mine was correct.
You, in that video, said, it's my fault because I'm not paying attention in the beginning cutscenes. I started Demon Souls this week, right? I'm not far enough to give you an opinion on it. My very initial brushes with it make it... it feels better to play than Elden Ring. I don't know if that's like Blue Point doing it.
It's definitely Blue Point.
Yeah.
It feels different than the original game. So
which makes me, which is the whole reason of why, like, typically, like, I always push to play the original game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because that's the game that did the thing that we are talking about. But it feels better to play than Elden Ring does. Mm-hmm. That, maybe that's just me.
I think that is probably just you, because I tried booting up Demon Souls when I got back from my work trip after platinuming Elden Ring, and no.
I think that's just because you just wanted. I think that's just because you just wanted more Elden Ring.
I mean,
because it's not Elden Ring, you were just like, nah.
I think you'll find because Tavin, you are right. Demon Souls feels more weighty, like the visceral attacks that you were the critical.
I just feel more like game feel in general just feels better. Like I feel more in control with my player.
That's the thing about it is that
might be like an open world versus linear game thing.
But I get what you're saying, because I tend to agree with you. But it's as the game draws on that it seems like you play around with combat a lot less. Like it's less engaging.
A little more repetitive is what you're saying?
Yeah, a little bit more repetitive. And so I was, at first I was like, damn, this plays super fucking cool. And by the end of it, I was like, okay, I'm done.
Very fair. I'm not that deep into it. But, of course, it came with one of those intro cutscenes that FromSoft does. I refuse. I refuse to believe that anybody is paying attention to this deeply their first time through. I refuse it. Also, anybody in the comments who goes, oh, you're not paying attention, you don't know how to read items. Motherfuckers, you're not reading them either. You're going and watching Vatavidia videos like the rest of these fucking idiots on the internet. Y'all aren't deciphering the plot. Vatavidia's doing it. And then you're just fucking parroting what he said. Respect to Vatavidia.
I love Vatavidia.
Those intro cutscenes are abysmally boring.
Here's the thing, right? First of all, narrative-wise, all the things, taken into consideration what you say, Demon Souls is the least interesting, including that opening cutscene.
They're all the same.
No, they're not. They're different qualities.
It's always some old woman going...
Who just passed away.
And rest in peace.
Elden Ring, it was a man.
It felt like a woman.
Wow.
Hello, some dung eater.
It's always just some person putting on their old ye fantasy voice and going, oh, in the 7th century, in the 12th kingdom of light, with the warrior of seance coming with the sunseer of light. Like, these are just nouns that you're just saying again and again. This is not something that's gripping or entertaining. This is a textbook, which has always been my critique. These are not narratives. These are lore textbooks.
It's just introducing the premise. Dark Souls 1 does it very well. And it's just letting you know as a baseline of what to expect to build off of the way they do narrative, which is reading item descriptions and doing all the different quests that you may or may not find, because you can miss stuff very easily. But there's less of that in Demon Souls. Trust me, there's not much I can say about Demon Souls' narrative at all, or try to.
That's all I got to say about that. Other than that, I got the platinum for Death Stranding 1 this week. I was talking about it last week. I was very, very close to it last week. And it took me longer than I was expecting. I thought I was
That's all I have to say about that.
I thought I was like 2 or 3 hours from the plat. And it ended up taking me pretty much all day the next day to do it, which was annoying, but I got it done. I don't recommend anybody do that platinum unless you just really like the game. Then do it. But it is very repetitive and grindy and quite boring, and in some cases very frustrating.
You did Final Fantasy VII. What's the big deal?
I haven't done Final Fantasy VII. Oh, the original Final Fantasy VII. I did do that one. Yeah. This one, some ways, is even grindier.
Cheat.
Yeah, you can cheat that one.
That's true.
Yeah, you throw the infinite health on, and you just mash X. You run in a circle and mash X. Which is very, very true. Metal Gear Solid, I think, was more grindy than Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Just because of all those fucking VR missions. Jesus Christ. Anyways,
Yep.
but in preparation for 2, I've now platinumed 1, and I think it's led me to, I think, because to platinum 1 you have to play on hard mode, which means you take more damage, but more importantly, your cargo and all of the structures you build deteriorate faster, which is the real big issue. I think I'm gonna play Death Stranding 2 on hard mode.
Yeah,
because from what I hear, it's just as easy, if not easier, than the first game. So I think maybe I'll play it on hard. I don't know. I might start on normal and then switch to hard when I get my feet.
You were very excited on TikTok. You sent me a video of him taking the backpack off, and you were like, "Oh my god!"
Damn near came. He took the backpack off to go into a stealth section. I was like, fucking finally. Because of course, Connor, you're stacking things up on your backpacks, right? And you're doing the normal video game stealth gameplay where you're hiding in the tall grass type shit. But if your cargo's too high, they'll see. They're like, look at the fucking idiot with his fucking backpack on, and he's got all this cargo. Let's go fuck him up.
Just do the Last of Us Part 2 where if you're prone, you're immediately invisible.
Yeah, easy.
The accessibility feature.
In 2, you can take the backpack off. And I'm like, fuck yes, that's going to be great. It's going to make combat so much easier.
It sounds like it's going to be more boring. I have no clue.
I think that's the opposite of what's going on.
Yeah.
Did you see all this this auteur shit about Kojima intentionally making the game worse in a way because too many people were too positive on it?
Yeah,
that's such dumb shit.
Playtesters liked it too much, so they changed the game.
That's such dumb shit.
It makes no sense, but
why make your game more obtuse for no reason?
Because Death Stranding is about being obtuse.
He's thematically.
No, I mean it's 100% mechanically. It's about being obtuse. So their whole goal with 2 is clearly to make it more frictionless, and just more improve the quality of life. But it sounds like
too much.
It sounds like they went too far, and they just made the game not what it the spirit of the game is. The trek is supposed to be difficult and annoying and frustrating. You're supposed to be angry every time you fall down and all these things. This is the only game where I find any of this acceptable that I've played up to this point, right? Yeah. Usually I feel like if you make a game obtuse and in this way, then it's not okay. But much like, a bunch of FromSoft apologists at the table here, I like it here. And I'm like, I get it. The whole point of the game is your first trek through the map is fucking awful. It's so hard and difficult and frustrating. And then the entire purpose of the game is to make that trek easier every time you go through it.
And I prefer the term From Software Paladin. Can you please call me that?
I'll call you a FromSoft pussy.
In the words of Connor Elliott, you're giving it a pass because you like sucking Kojima's cock.
You could make that statement, but I don't think Death Stranding is Kojima's best work by any means. So
you haven't played 2 yet, though.
I'm quite critical of it. It sounds like 2's a banger. It sounds like 2's gonna get up there. I still don't think it's gonna touch MGS 2 or 3, but
watch.
Maybe
he's
the
gonna
first
be
one.
like, oh,
Maybe
he's like,
the first
I'm
one.
thinking about it. Oh, I have to think about it. I might like it better than MGS 3. Oh, it might be my new favorite game of all time. Oh,
we'll see. It's not.
I'm actually very scared that Delta Remake might be my favorite version of Snake Eater. Because it's not Kojima. And I'm like, spiritually, that doesn't feel right. You know?
Yeah, but, life sucks. Life's unfair.
Delta Remake.
Do you think Kojima wants to come back to Metal Gear?
No.
I think he's been pretty clear.
Nah, yeah, I think he's been pretty clear about that. I don't think he's looking. I mean, he wanted off the franchise from the beginning.
After the first one, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Didn't
he's.
want to make a sequel.
I think he's very much of the perspective of like, he loves it. He loves that he made it. He loves what he did with that, and he loves that people love it. And he'll still post like old artwork and things for fans and converse with fans about it. And he really embraces the fandom of Metal Gear. But I think he's on to like 12 other things now. When are we getting OD? When are we getting SIGINT? I think
too many plates spinning.
Yeah.
I know somebody else like runs his account for him, but the amount of just like screenshots from Death Stranding and Death Stranding 2 that I see retweeted by Hideo Kojima because I follow him on Twitter is insane.
Well, actually, I think he runs his Japanese account, which the English one that we read is just someone does run that for him, but it's the same thing. Like,
really?
They're basically just copy pasting and translating. Like,
I thought it was not to make the equivalent of Kojima and Trump, right? But have you seen that video of Trump where like he's essentially like having someone write down his words for Twitter?
Oh, I haven't seen this. No.
Like someone is notating what he's saying for a tweet.
Oh, I have no idea. My understanding is that Kojima's just always been very active on social media. Has always been my understanding.
I do see him a lot.
He's a big fan of the world being connected. Like Death Stranding.
Strand type game.
Should we have connected? I'm gonna find out.
We'll see.
I
will bring it back to chat real quick because I mentioned earlier. In our country, if you don't know, people who are illegal immigrants are just on the basis they're illegal, being rounded up and shipped off and treated like criminals.
Sometimes it's
not
illegal.
Even illegal. Exactly. Sometimes they're perfectly allowed here.
Exactly. Like one of our fans is saying, he has a cousin who was born here, but they still took him. So that's the state of the country right now. And I'm sorry, Einkun, that's something you got to deal with. No one should have to deal with.
Sorry, Rike. Stay safe out there.
Authoritarianism, but that's the way the world is. And as far as your other question, I have played Elden Ring Night Rain. I beat it, and I thought I was
about that last week.
Yes, and but I found out they shadow dropped basically what they're doing is harder versions of the bosses that are already in the game with updated new movesets, and they just dropped the first one. So I hopped back in there, did a couple of runs, and I beat it. And so now I'm like, I get to wait for the next little treat to start eating because I just got the skins from other Dark Souls games, and now I can wear them. So I want to.
But Connor, what if you joined me in Australia and helped me connect Australia to the UCA?
Maybe.
Think about it.
But I also got Doom: The Dark Ages that I started, I kind of want to beat that.
Did you really?
Talk to me about Doom. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thoroughly enjoy it right now. I'm actually going to probably crank up the difficulty because I find that the parry system with the shield kind of makes a lot of the game pretty easy.
I agree.
And aside from that, though, I'm a big fan of the levels. I love the variety of weapons. I'm pretty far into the game. I think I'm chapter 12, and there's 22 chapters. And they do this really cool thing. I don't remember it in the other games where you have your weapon wheel, and I thought, okay, I see how many weapons I'm going to get. But there's two different versions, seemingly of each weapon, where you just press F to change them, and they share an ammo type. So it's all connected, but it gives you a lot more room to find a weapon that you like and, zero in on that and play that a lot. And the weapons I love. I think this is probably, I haven't played Eternal, but it's definitely better than the weapons in the first Doom. You were talking about the plasma rifle. There's another plasma rifle that's even better than the one that you first get. Yeah, and that's what I've been using instead of the old one.
They're both still really good. I think they're both still really good just because like the upgrades you can get for the basic one.
Mm-hmm. I actually I haven't upgraded it because I basically stopped using it. But either way, the variety of melee weapons that you get, there's only 3, but
Yeah.
It gives you variety in how you're going to fight in this game, and seeing as how it's a Doom game, that's pretty enjoyable. Where I'm at right now, I do think it's better than the original Doom. My main reason is
Thank you.
We'll see. The main reason is my biggest critique of Doom is that it started kind of getting bland at the end because it just run around in circles in this like area and just, keep moving and you won't die. And then you just do that over and over and over again. And even though it feels really good to do, at a certain point you're like, okay, I'm ready to be done. Now, Doom: The Dark Ages
play
again.
on hard.
What?
Play on hard.
I did. Well, no, I didn't. I did earlier. I did last time. Maybe but then again,
I don't think you did. I don't think I just listened to that review. You played on normal.
Yeah. No,
You went on this whole spiel of like, oh, everybody plays on normal, so I'm going to play on normal.
Well, that is still true. Yes.
That is a very Connor thing to say, so I believe it.
Play on the difficulty that you find most engaging.
Oh, I would, just not for the game club that we do. I'm trying to have a baseline established. But either way,
That's fair.
I'm very much enjoying the game. It's going into a weird perspective, a weird Cthulhu type thing when I last played. So I think the game is about to switch up on me a little bit. So I'll hopefully beat it by next week.
You say that. I guess maybe I haven't been paying that much attention to the cutscenes, so I don't really know. But are you in hell?
Oh, I went to hell for one level, and then you go back again to the material world. But now it seems
That's
like
how these games work. You go to hell, you come back, you go back.
Yeah, but then I'm going to.
I don't think I've come back yet. I don't remember coming back.
It's how many levels did you do in hell?
I did that first big one where you disable all the hell cannons or whatever.
Yes,
And then you get in the mech.
Yeah. There's 2 levels. That's what there is. But yeah,
Okay, so I haven't come back yet then.
you have not come back from hell yet, which is where you belong, Phil.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with God of War. God of War. You go to hell, or you go to the underworld, and then you come back.
Which the first one?
All of them.
Well, fair enough.
Kill Hades in 3.
Yeah, you do.
Got a lot of people in 3.
Yeah, a lot of
God.
people
Rip his soul
die.
out.
So many people die in 3.
You rip his soul out with his weapon.
Rule of cool.
Fucking little gnats flying around.
Get some incense.
Yeah, I want to get some limoncello or something.
Limoncello. Oh yes. Citronella. I don't actually know if citronella works against gnats. Probably doesn't. It's what you plant to get rid of mosquitoes.
That is citronella, yes.
Yes.
I think limoncello is like a bait thing for things, so like they'll all come in and die.
Sounds like a candy.
Of course, let's go ahead and dive into our first mini game for this week from Mr. Tavin Bothel.
Gentlemen, I'm bringing a hit 10 to the table today. In honor of it being Death Stranding week, we got a new Hideo Kojima game on our hands.
It talks about
And
Death
so-
Stranding week like it's an established thing.
IGN, like it's a massive video game or something, it's a big AAA game or something by Gaming's Auteur. IGN put out a list of every Hideo Kojima game ranked. There are 12 entries on the list. Of course, we're just going to cut the last 2 off because the last 2 y'all haven't even heard of. So it's not even worth, because I talked to you about Police Knots 10 minutes ago. Hey, Phil, there's a game called Police Knots.
Police Knots?
Yeah. Was it based off of an anime? Did you look
No,
it
it has the anime art style, but it's
okay. I always thought it was
original
an anime growing up. Yeah, there's a poster for it in Metal Gear Solid 1 in the room where you meet Otacon. Anyways, I have...
maybe that's where I've heard of it, because it sounds familiar.
Yeah. I have the top 10 Hideo Kojima games ranked for you two gentlemen. Just so y'all know, Police Knots is 12, and then Snatcher is 11.
Good old Snatcher.
Which I believe Police Knots was his first game, and then Snatcher was his second, but I might have those backwards. But, 1980s. But they're adventure games, I think. I don't know. I don't know much about them. So, I'm going to flip a coin.
All right.
Bill, call it.
Tells.
Flip a coin?
Can't even type it. Fingers are too weak.
It is tails.
Woo!
So,
I'll go first.
Phil, you son of a bitch.
I thought you were lying, so I was going to look at it.
I already had the list pulled up, so I was like,
okay.
motherfucker. Phil, go ahead. What is on the top 10. Of course, Hit 10 is a game where the two gentlemen will take turns. They're going to have 5 turns apiece guessing what's on the top 10 list. They will score points for every game that is on the list. The points scored for the list are inversed with their position on the list. So, number 1 is worth 10 points, and number 10 is worth 1 point.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Can you tilt your phone a little bit more? Like, towards me? Towards me, like the other
What do
way.
you want?
I'm trying to see it on the screen.
Son of a bitch.
I can't
All
read
right.
it. Well,
All right, Phil, go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and just lock in Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
Metal
Even
Gear
though I
Solid
think
3
it could
Snake
be 1 or 2. Yeah.
Snake Eater is number 2, granting you 9 points.
Yep.
Connor.
2 angles to go with this.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Metal Gear Solid 1, the first Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid 1 is number 1 on the list.
Well,
That's
there
10
you go.
points for
There
you,
you go.
Connor. Good job. Good job. That's
Yep,
1
yep.
and 2 for you, gentlemen. The other 8 can we get? Let's find out. Phil, guess number 2.
Say it.
Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty.
Metal Gear Solid 2, number 3 on the list. That's 8 points for Phil, taking the lead once again. He's at a cool 17, Connor. He's only 7 points ahead of you.
Indeed. But this is where it gets complicated.
It does get tricky here. It does get tricky here.
Because 5 has the best gameplay.
Uh-huh.
But also with how well rated 4 is, I'm afraid that's there, but it doesn't deserve to be. So, fuck it. Actually, I could go the alternate route. The path. Nah, let's go. Phantom Pain.
Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Solid 5 is at number 5.
Okay.
That's not a Kojima game.
Name's not on the box.
It's not.
Name's not on the box. That will grant you 6 points, Connor. Still behind, but you're right there.
Damn.
Phil, can you get number 4? 4 is still on the table.
Number 4 is on the table. Who's this from? You said
IGN.
IGN? Okay.
IGN.
G.
Gee whiz.
N.
I'll say I think this list is good. It's an acceptable list.
Give me. I'm just gonna get wild with it. Give me PT.
Phil, PT is number 4. You nailed it there, buddy.
go.
There it is right there. That's 7 points for Phil.
This is immediately an invalid list.
He's up to 24 points.
That is
Connor,
not a
you're
game.
at 16.
That is a
Playable trailer.
As a demo. That is a demo,
Playable
not a video
trailer,
game.
you know?
Not a full video game.
Hey, man, people are still playing it to this day.
That's
you
true.
know? They are.
Still not a full video
They
game.
just
It
last
is a demo.
last
PS3's
year discovered new details in it.
Oh, it's still a demo.
PS3s are going at a premium that have it installed. You know,
That's
PS4.
funny.
Was it PS4s? I thought it was PS3s.
Yeah, it's 4.
Oh, okay.
Well, indeed. What is next? For a second, I was going to say Metal Gear Solid 4 because number 4, but damn, because my own opinion
Yeah,
of 4 kind of brings it down.
sure.
You know what?
I think
I'm
general
gonna say-
consensus people like it.
Yeah, it is, but they're wrong, and so they could. Most people could agree with us, me and Tavin, and look back on it and say, But no, I'm gonna go with Peace Walker.
Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker is number 6 on the list, Connor. That was the right move there. Number 6. That's 5 more points for you, sir, putting you at 21. Just 3 points behind. 3 points behind. Bill, we're back to you.
Back to
your
me. Back
fourth guess?
to me.
Yes,
Fourth
fourth
guess,
guess.
That's how you sound.
Do I go MGS4 or do I go in a different direction, possibly starring Norman Reedus?
Gotta find out.
Whichever one you won't do, I'll do.
Yeah, I'll do Death Stranding.
Okay. Death Stranding is number 7 on the list. That is 4 points?
That's right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 points. 4 points for Phil. Widening the gap. Connor, you were 7 points behind. I don't think you can make it
I
anymore.
cannot. But I'm just going to go MGS4.
MGS4 is number 9 on the list.
I know what number 8 is.
You're number 9 on the list. That's 2 points for you, Connor. Phil, back to you for your final guess. Pretty much just a coin flip.
Really is. Metal Gear 1 or 2. Don't know anything about them. I'll say Metal Gear 2. Why not?
Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake is number 10 on the list. That's 1 point.
Oh shit! All right.
I
1
guess
point.
I win. Metal Gear, the first one.
The first one, Metal Gear, number 8.
He almost said MGS again. He
I
almost
did,
said
yeah.
MGS.
He almost said MGS. Number 8, Metal Gear. The one that started it all is at
Indeed.
number 8. That's 3 points for you.
Mhm.
So you did respectable. You just grabbed. You missed the PT. Really,
That was
this
it,
is
yep.
PT the one that was the one that did it for
I
you.
didn't consider that because it's not actually
It's
a
not
video
yeah,
game.
that's the one that I look at and I go, all right.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
a little cheeky there.
You know, you're being
Well, then,
like I wouldn't be mad if it's on the list, but 4 is egregious.
then again, it's IGN, so they're kind of stupid.
But I
don't
also
know.
get you don't want the top 6 games to just be Metal Gear.
Just be
But-
Metal Gear. Yeah.
Well, maybe you should think twice before making a top 12, or in this case, top 10 best Kojima video games, because it's basically almost.
I mean, I
always
would say
that.
like PT's up there.
No, I get yeah.
Like for the experience that it is, it's up there.
It probably you have no other games to draw on, so you're.
Where's
reaching.
Ground Zeroes, IGN?
Yeah, see, that's not
Where
on
is
there.
Ground Zeroes?
It's
Probably
like they
loop it
didn't-
in with 5, right?
No,
That's what everybody always does, But it's
They're
its
not
own
the same.
game.
well, it's not. It's also its own demo.
It's not.
You paid for it.
These are
$40.
losers,
I
that's
didn't
why.
pay for it.
Yeah,
I didn't pay
didn't.
for it.
In fact, I think I got
it was 30. It started at 40 and they brought it down to 30.
I wonder why.
I played it. It was free for me.
Yeah, I think it was because of like Plus or something like that.
I was on
Well,
Xbox.
well, in modern
Xbox,
in
huh?
modern versions, it was probably for gold or whatever. But you did have to pay it when it came out. And I know you didn't play it when it came out. In modern times, they just lump them together, and you just pay for whatever it's called, the definitive edition, whatever. That's the version that they want you to buy now. So it has both, but it's its own game. It's got like 5, 6 missions to it. I think 6 or 7 if you bought the PlayStation version.
Well, yeah, it's more of a game than PT.
Got its own map.
It does, yeah.
It controls slightly different than Phantom Pain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some things are on different buttons.
It was basically a demo, so.
Well,
Thanks.
there's not like a loadout system in Ground Zeroes like there is in Phantom Pain. So there's
What's
just
crazy
less,
is
the D-pad functions differently.
Ground Zeroes
think.
was my first Metal Gear Solid game I've ever played.
It's good.
So you say.
I think it gives I think it gives the vision of what Phantom Pain would have been if it was finished.
But we need to have the thing about language.
I mean,
gotta
that's
have
not the problem with the
quiet-
game, Connor. That's
Breathe
just
through
the
her
plot.
skin.
Breathe through skin.
Yeah, I would not have done the Keith or Sutherland thing.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Well, that's not even the main
Kiefer
issue with that
Sutherland.
character.
What do you mean? Oh, with the other thing?
Yeah.
I guess. I wouldn't call that an issue. Like,
I think it makes a worse character.
I think it recontextualizes the character and makes it make a little more sense, like, in the context of that game. Because Big Boss doesn't act like Big Boss in that game.
Yeah.
Because he's not.
Shh. We're trying to dance around the things, but if you want to just jump into it, that's fine.
I mean, if I already know the info,
Yeah, but it's not about you.
That was self-centered.
Usually is.
It's not. So self-centered. This is what happens when you make shoes. I'm all about
Moving
you.
on. All right. It's like I'm back in school,
Ah, yes. I never thought about that, Phil.
It's like,
Tab and I
it's like what happens when you make shoes.
Yeah.
It's like I'm back in school,
I imagine you must have had a lot of that happening.
Well, it's just, it got to the point where like it was never like I never thought I was being bullied for it. It was just like, because for the audience, my last name is Shoemaker. That's me. And so like it was always, hey, they always acted like they were so smart. It's like, oh wait, just you make shoes? Can you make me some shoes? And it's like, no.
No, that's my last name.
I'm
No,
7.
I was gonna say I'm literally a child.
Yeah, but children are rude.
Well, you know,
Make
somebody's making the shoes.
children are
I
scary.
don't.
They're
I don't
usually
think
children,
It's
just
not
not ones
always
in America.
adults.
Ew, that's true. Yeah. But hey,
I'm a child. Sorry, you're right, Tavin. Let me correct myself. I'm a child that lives in America.
so you don't make shoes.
Privilege.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a privilege I'll take. Fuck it.
Not anymore.
Yeah, didn't,
I mean, once
have
upon a
to-
time, children making shoes. You ever see, Jumanji? There's like a whole subplot about how he wants to be
What?
in the shoe factory.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
pair of
that's
shoes.
yeah, but that's his dad's factory. It's different.
He's
Yeah,
a
his last name's
child and
Parrish.
wants to work in a factory.
Yeah,
and they let him
his
for
last
like
name's-
half a day.
His
He's the
last name's
boss.
Parrish, and they make shoes. Parrish shoes.
How do you remember that?
Because
I've
that's
watched it recently.
okay.
Bad.
Let me let you know something. When you're a kid and you watch a movie and someone has there's a pun that somehow involves your last name in some way that sounds similar, it's gonna stick with you.
Yeah, that's true.
I was gonna say I watched that movie a lot as a kid. That was like one of my favorites growing up, and I fucking couldn't tell you shit about the character. I don't even know who the character's name.
I don't remember the
Williams.
character's first name. I remember his last name.
This is the shoe thing.
Parrish. Yeah, Parrish.
Yep.
I just always thought that was funny. Parrish shoes.
In the
'Cause it's like-
12th
sounds like pair of shoes.
century, parish of shoe. Fucking oh man, it's
Yeah.
Dark Souls lore now.
You just say things
God.
that don't even make sense.
You hate it. 'cause
Well,
it's true.
we're back to me for my mini game.
Unfortunately.
Connor, I need you to congratulate me for winning the hit 10. Before we move
Bravo!
on.
Bravo!
Thank you. Thank you.
Metal Gear.
Like that's the only thing he's done.
It's a lot.
Boys, a long time ago when we first started Piggy Bank, one of Connor's first mini games was that he took famous lines from video games and then made Tavin and I guess who said it.
You
know?
guys didn't know that Parthenax had that great line.
It's a me, Mario, Assassin's Creed 2.
Yep.
Very smart, Phil.
Yep,
Everyone got
I
it.
was smart. I was a smart boy. A smart boy. I'm gonna do that again. Here now
Nice.
in live in 3D.
I like that.
And so I'm gonna say some famous lines from video games, and y'all got to tell me who said it or what game it's from. I would prefer to know the name of who said it, but there are some that are just attributed to like the series itself because it's like a repeated line.
Yeah.
Arrow in the knee.
His dad's
right.
fucking here.
I would really appreciate if my computer would stop, having
Well-
a conniption.
While it's doing that, Tavin, we will combat dead air in this moment right now. You're.
Cut your fingernails.
I know. Shut up. I saw him and I was like, "Fuck! I hope they don't show up on video."
Looking like a crackhead with this.
It's pretty useful, all things considered. Like it's
The
not.
only thing that
It's,
sucks. Sorry, I was going to say the only thing that sucks for me about doing this is I have to really try not to do a voice when I read the lines.
I don't have that problem because I am a. I don't know. I'm still on the
Okay,
thing. I'm
good
still on
job.
the-
Wow, yeah. You're on fire today, Connor. You're
He's
just a lot
firing
of-
on all
thank you.
cylinders
Lot of-
today.
All cylinders, nails unclipped. It's a good day.
How many hours of sleep did you get last night?
I actually was not having the best sleep.
Yeah.
I kept waking up for reasons I won't go into.
Oh, okay.
But let's see. Like 6 hours, maybe a little bit less.
Okay.
Yeah,
You need to do better for yourself, but yeah.
I have this.
I've been
Last,
sleeping too much. I think I got a mental health thing going on right now. I've been
Yeah.
sleeping too much. Getting
Maybe,
real hard
yeah.
to get out of bed. You know?
I get what you mean. I have a problem of staying up too late, and then I sleep too late.
Well, it's me sleeping in too late has caused me to stay up late.
Yeah,
And, it's a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
And I'm trying my best to break it, but yeah, I don't know what's going on with me. I just can't get out of bed these days.
you know what you need? Ritalin, or whatever. I don't know what that even does.
I legit thought about buying like some smelling salts.
That'll just that. I don't think that'll do it. I think that's supposed to wake you up if you're asleep, but not like.
I mean, it would shock to your system.
Yeah, but I feel like wouldn't you still just like fall asleep if you're
Get me out of bed.
I don't know about
You
that.
are not going to smell smelling salts and then go right back to sleep. It's not going to
How
happen.
do you know? Have you done it?
Because I know what I'm not, but I know what smelling salts are. So
Yeah, I guess I just don't know. Like I don't hear that and I think, oh, it keeps you awake. It
Just
wakes
smell
you
some
up.
poppers and open your anus.
Ah, yes, do that. You can buy that.
I don't even know what that means.
Poppers.
Poppers. That men of the homosexual community they sniff them and it loosens their anus.
Oh,
Yes.
relaxing. You got it up, Phil, or
I've got it's like
Get this
for whatever reason it's letting me scroll a little bit and then it's like going totally white even for stuff I've already looked at. Like I tried to load this entire web page before, but I guess it stopped.
Yeah, that I remember when I did it.
this is why y'all got to write these things down.
That's why it's useful, especially with this game.
Well,
Because
I had to pivot, you know. I like cuz I originally was doing something else.
oh yeah, you were doing a hit 10 until Tavin stole.
I was
fire
not doing
from
a hit
there.
10.
I know you weren't. Just you know, it's funny when we have hit 10s and it's just like
When all of us
two
have
different
hit 10s.
ones. Yeah, when they are fun and they're easy. We mainly do them because they're easy.
I mean, be honest. That's a last minute. I forgot. So let me go find a top 10 list.
That's what you did today.
No, I had this prepped like 2 days ago
Mm-hmm. Sure.
when it came out.
Uh huh.
I saw it.
It was
A list.
like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
When it came out. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my thing. I thought Ash had this board game that we played before, but apparently we just used an app, and not because it was like a game that was big on like TikTok for a while. You remember that game Wavelength? I don't know if you ever seen it on TikTok where you spin the wheel and you're saying like good this, bad this, and based on wherever it is, you have to try to guess where it would be.
Don't
I
know.
see it on TikTok, but I don't understand
Yeah.
it.
I would have explained it to you because it's actually pretty fun.
That's the problem with modern culture, is that all of these physical niceties are being replaced by apps and screens. And no one can be manipulated that way? Anything
well, I've
with
got-
the power of AI.
We'll do 5 of these, and whoever can tell me the most between these will win. We'll get a point for each one. You know.
I will win.
So we'll start with this one. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
All right.
Huh.
Actually, it's not. Maybe I should be a little bit less gung ho.
Can I give you a franchise answer?
I would like to hear the actual character who said this.
Oh God.
Say it one last time.
It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
Put the fucking phone down. I'll lock in, but yeah, I'm not feeling confident about it.
And I was so confident, and now I'm not, but we'll go ahead too.
Tavin, what do you got?
I got Raiden, Metal Gear Solid 2.
Connor?
Solid Snake.
It is attributed to Solid Snake.
Fuck yeah. Look at you, Tavin. What are you? Kojima
Which
fan?
one? Which one, bitch? Which one?
It doesn't matter. He has character. That's specifically what he wanted.
I did want the character, yeah.
We both worked, Tavin. I just did what was proper.
It's also not. It's all for the record, Tavin. It's not attributed from Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid 2. It's attributed from Metal Gear Solid. So.
Oh, Tavin.
Well, my guess would have been 1 or 4.
You said 2, so.
Yeah, I said 2 because I thought Raiden said it.
Mm-hmm. Metal Gear fan, huh?
Fucking, I had another one.
I promise you that attitude is not entertaining for people listening. I promise it's
I've got
not.
the fucking.
It's supposed to be insulting to you,
blue
Tavin.
loaded
I understand. I understand what you're doing, right? It's only working for you.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better.
Got no clue.
Don't wish it were easier. Wish it were better.
No, wish you
Or
were
no,
better.
wish you were better. Excuse me. I mean, it sounds like a line from one character, but it feels a little harsher than what you normally get from him.
Say it one last time.
Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better.
I'll get sure. Locked in.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Connor?
Kratos.
Tavin?
I was also leaning Kratos.
It is not Kratos.
It sounded like his line where he's like,
Can I
Yeah,
tell you it's not It's not Don't Be Sorry, Be Better. It's not even from the God of War franchise.
Yeah, but it sounds like another version of that same line
that he could have said at some
like in a
point.
side quest type thing or whatever.
Would you like to try to venture another guess? Because if
Yeah.
not, I can just move on.
Of course. Do not wish it was easier, wish you were better.
I got a really weird it was the first thing I thought of, but it shouldn't be right. But I'll just say it since I got no other clue. Haven't put these ketchup packets near us, and now
just
it's
keep
like
fiddling with them. We just keep messing with them. You ever just finger a ketchup packet? You know.
I remember. No, I have not. I was thinking of that video recently where it's like, here's how to entertain your baby: put peas in a plastic Ziploc bag and
some water. Yeah, they'll just mash it.
I'm like, that's stupid, dumb baby. No, I'm doing it.
Sensory works, man. It works. Stupid dumb baby. Now here I am with a ketchup packet. I don't fucking know. I'm lost. I can't get out of Metal Gear now. I gotta get out of it. Do not wish it was easier. Wish you were better.
Could have done it again. There's no rule that says he has to do something that's different.
Would have been hilarious if he just kept pulling from Metal Gear. You know? Fuck it. I'll lock in. I don't like it.
Well, Tavin, who do you got?
Is this like Master Miller, or whatever version of Miller you want to grab?
No, Connor?
GLaDOS.
No, that's actually a great guess.
That's a good pull.
It's a great guess.
She's mocking you.
No, I'm just gonna give it to you because I didn't think y'all would get it in the first place, and the main reason I even said it on this one and not the fifth one is because it was one that I could find. It's actually attributed to an Animal Crossing villager.
Shut up!
Wow.
It's from Chief. He's like one of the sporty Animal Crossing villagers, and yeah, he says, "Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better."
That's crazy.
Sounds like a coach.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing to say in Animal Crossing of all things.
Got to catch those bugs better. Chief.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's not how I expected Chief to look.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's... I was expecting a bear or something, like...
There's a fox.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. I believe Chief is actually a wolf.
Yeah, tomato. He is wolf.
I know me some fucking video game or some Animal Crossing villagers. Let's go with this next one.
Anthropomorphic or anthropomorphic?
No gods or kings, only man.
Oh, easy.
Well, I wish I didn't realize it would be that easy.
So easy. It could not be more easy.
Well, both just say it at the same time then.
3, 2, 1. Andrew Ryan.
You're absolutely correct.
Now, the name did not pop into my head until we said it. That's like as soon as right before we hit the one and I went, that's it. There it is.
Ryan something. BioShock.
Yeah.
Damn, I kind of wish I had asked Connor or I had asked Tavin first, so he would have to flounder.
Fuck yeah!
I would have gotten it.
Would you have though?
In that last moment, I would have gotten it.
You
know. Well, I mean, to be fair, Phil, it's written in gold letters on a red banner, and it's like one of the first things you see.
Mm-hmm. 3.
All right.
That was third.
All right, so that was number 3. We'll go with number 4. Good men mean well. We just don't always end up doing well.
Good men mean don't end up doing. What was the last?
Good men mean well. We just don't always end up doing well.
Interesting. Okay.
When he has the Animal Crossing character as one of them, it could be anything.
I have an idea of who this is. It sounds like something this character would say. But I haven't played that game in a decade, so I don't remember.
I don't have a character. I have a game. So,
all right, well, Connor, give me yours first.
Is it A Way Out?
It is not. Tavin?
Is this The Walking Dead's Lee Everett?
No, incorrect.
Damn.
It's think more. I think that's what I'll end up doing is I'll just kind of give like a small hint after you guys get it wrong. Think more. It's a sequel to a franchise that I believe we've all played.
This is a small guess.
It's from, well, I just don't, the only one I don't know who's played it is Connor, but I feel like he has.
Franchise.
Good men mean well. Don't always.
It's the protagonist who from the series who says this.
Oh, I got to guess.
I always run down all the hype playthroughs that we did. Don't think it's Nathan Drake. I don't. It doesn't sound like a Nathan Drake thing.
Say it.
Could be though. Sound like it.
Say it,
Please.
that was fucking Connor.
Actually, the more I think about it, the more confident I get.
So he says.
So I say, I'm easily in the realm of being wrong.
Tavin, we're waiting on you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I get you.
Really not much of a hint, I'll be honest.
I understand. I mean, I was trying to go small.
Damn, that dog fucked you up, huh?
Yeah.
Got a little welt forming.
Yep.
Did you get like head butted?
Yeah.
Yeah, she jumped up on the bed with her mouth open. It was the tooth that did it.
Is it a tooth?
Yeah.
Well, then she probably hit her head on the fucking wall or something. Because I noticed last night she was like, right next to her eye was like a little cut
Yeah.
and she was bleeding.
It could have had to have been this. Maybe it wasn't tooth then.
I mean, she'd
It
be
felt like
running,
one.
she'd be running around doing dumb shit, so she probably hit her head on the wall.
That's probably
You know? I've got nothing.
Connor, what do you think?
I think it's Geralt of Rivia.
Incorrect.
Fuck.
This
Decent
is from a
guess.
survival horror franchise turned action game. Turned more action game. I think it's still. I think the developers would still call it a survival horror, but it's turned more action.
Okay, well.
This is the from. That's too much of a hint.
There's two that are in my mind.
I'll lock in just because, like, Phil's question mark on if Connor's played it only makes sense kind of for this, even though you've talked about it a lot.
But I don't think...
It's also not a line that I can
Yeah.
pull from for this franchise, but
I'm going to... Yeah, let's go with it.
Okay. Connor, what do you think?
I'm going to just do a... You could obviously say this is not specific enough. Resident Evil?
Tavin, what do you think?
Isaac Clarke.
It is Isaac Clarke.
Yeah, I didn't think that was a word thing
from
you said.
From Dead Space 3.
3.
That would make sense.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Oh, now I get it.
Okay. I don't think
see?
Connor's played Dead Space 3.
I have
You-
a little bit.
A little bit? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I couldn't remember if Connor had played Dead Space because I don't remember him playing the remake with you and I, Tavin.
He has not played the remake.
But I did play 1 and
Okay.
2 and a little bit of 3.
Okay. So I wasn't sure of all the times like what we talked about playing the remake if Connor had chimed in with him saying that he'd also played it.
That remake.
I was like-
good.
I want to play it.
I was like 80%. I was like 80% on if he had played it or not. We'll do another one and then hopefully Connor will tie it up so I can do one more.
Isn't it already... Didn't it just get tied up? Because I got the first one.
Oh, you're right. It is tied up
Yeah.
now.
This is the tiebreaker.
So then maybe I'll just do what I wanted to end it with. So y'all are gonna buzz in and I'm gonna say who says it because it's one that y'all will both know.
Okay.
It had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Buzz.
That's Tavin.
Yeah. Come on, you know it.
I know it.
Oh,
I know it.
Can I steal? Can I steal?
I can even
5,
hear the voice. Hold on, give me 2
4,
seconds. 2 seconds.
3,
Oh,
2.
okay, got
1.
it. This is Morden Solis.
Dumbass.
Indeed. It is
I should have gotten it.
I
'cause
was running through, I was hearing- I had to listen to the voice.
I rejected because this is about speediness. He was speedy
I gave
just to
him-
lock it in and then not
I
know
gave
it and
him a
think about
countdown.
it.
Well,
That doesn't
I
count.
buzzed
gave
because
him a
I did
countdown.
recognize the line. I knew the line.
See, that's not.
I
You
just
have to
didn't immediately
know.
grab the character.
I recognized the line and I knew the line. You had to. I call
Connor-
bullshit. This is bullshit. This is a
Connor,
kangaroo
I
court.
understand. I gave him a countdown though. I gave him
You
a
gave
countdown.
you gave him you gave him a countdown when it was there was no countdown necessary. It's a buzz in. You buzz right away. If this was any other game show, they would have said you don't know it. Next person, steal.
Well, no, because there's a timer on
Kangaroo court.
on any like Jeopardy. Like they can buzz in, and then if they take too long to answer, they'll just move on and subtract the points.
But then I think a Family Feud.
They usually don't
do
give me
that.
as much time as I had. I'll give you that much.
Kangaroo court, you know.
Gotta win.
You're
Whatever
making it
that
that.
Am I? Actually, I think that yeah, isn't it just like a court that gets out of order?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're the one making it that.
Well, I thought it was like a thing that they like the court itself.
I'll look up exactly. Well, yeah, it's a court for kangaroos.
Much like the beloved Joker 2.
No, it's actually about the.
Yeah. Okay, a kangaroo court is a mock court characterized by disregard for legal principles, due process, and fairness, often resulting in a predetermined outcome. It is a term used to describe proceedings that deviate so far from accepted legal norms that they cannot be considered just or fair. This was not a predetermined outcome.
Seems like it. Well, I guess not. Well, it does disregard rules for informal proceedings, such as letting people have time to guess.
Sorry,
after a
I
buzz.
wasn't formal enough on an internet game show.
You were not. You were not. Docking 2 points. From what? You'll see.
All right, well, Connor, give us your last mini game.
Well, I'm not a guy who works in lawn care, which they call landscaping.
Jesus.
Oh, funny.
But I do
Funny.
landscaping, which
doo-doo.
is
Doo-doo.
The point of this game is I have images of landscapes from video games, and these guys, they got to guess it. We've done this so many times. Do we buzz in or just let you both guess? That's what it is.
No, I think we lock in on this one.
Lock in, yes. That's what it is. No buzzing. Stupid, Connor. Stupid.
Well, it's just we can't buzz unless I'm there present.
Yeah, I see.
The internet makes it weird too, because like, when does the image hit your screen versus the delay over Discord?
When does it? But you're ready, guys? Get your
I have Shoemaker open.
Tavin. No, you got it open. Okay, first one. Most of these you guys will not know off the top of your head.
Awesome.
Okay.
So glad
So
that
glad.
you're here. Can you grab things that we know? What is wrong with you?
Well, see, that's the problem. I've done it so much, and it's like, well,
most of the time you grab shit we don't know. You're just not creative enough with pulling for games.
don't worry though. You got guesses. I mean, you got hints.
Are there?
What?
Like, I immediately think of a game, but like, I don't know if there's dragons in it. All right, I'm locked in.
All right, I got my guess.
A burst. You're trying to do that. You're trying to make it burst. Get out of my way. Sorry, Phil. You said what?
He's ready.
Oh, you ready?
So I'm
Okay.
locked in.
Go ahead, Phil.
It's Monster Hunter.
Tavin.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Very good guess. Both wrong.
Tough.
This is an entry into a very long-running franchise
Fuck.
with a lot of entries in it.
All right, I'm locked in.
I've got another guess too, but I don't know which one.
Tavin?
Dragon Quest.
No.
Final Fantasy 12.
No. Next hint. One of you was very close.
You're not accepting franchise answers then? Is that what I'm gathering from this? Or?
I never said it was one. I never said,
All right,
I just said it was close.
I'm locked in.
I guess I'm locked in.
All right. Phil.
Final Fantasy 13.
Tavin?
Final Fantasy 14.
Phil gets the point
Damn.
with Final Fantasy
Let's go.
13. Funny enough, all of a sudden, like, a lot of people are all of a sudden talking about 13 and 13.2 again on my feed.
I'm
Really?
tired of revisionist history. All right,
No. That's
People
the
are just
thing.
making stuff up.
because I'm seeing it too. of people going back and people like, oh no, 13's one of the greats. I'm like, no, it's not.
It's not, but it was most certainly overhated. It's not even close to
Well,
the way
I'm
people
also
talk about
seeing
it.
people do it with Dead Space 3, and Dead Space 3 is a trash fire. Like,
Yeah, I haven't seen that. So
yeah, people are coming back and being like, no, Dead Space 3 was good, and it still had some scary moments. I'm like, no, it fucking didn't.
yeah, no. 13, I can definitely say is good. The best part of that game is right here. Lightning. Great protagonist. Fuck. But next one.
Pink hair.
Pink hair. It's like she's kind of in an anime.
Like she's kind of in an anime.
I mean, kind of. Next, here it is.
Oh, I know this. Buzz. Not Buzz. I'm locked
Buzz.
in.
Now, Tavin, can you guess it?
I mean, oh crap! Another one just popped into my head.
Ooh,
I've got two.
so many thoughts, so many things in there. Well, I think
All right, I'm gonna lock in.
you're both smart. I can't remember. Tavin?
Sure. High on Life.
It is High on Life.
Both points high on life. It's the was it the faces with the little guy.
It's specifically the little green guy on the left, the like wormy green thing
Yeah,
on top of the
whatever.
overhang.
Yeah.
yeah. At first, I thought it's like Splatoon 3
Mm-hmm.
because they got
Which
like a
would work,
city
too.
hub world.
Thankfully, you did not say that, and maybe you'll be right on this next one.
Huh.
Neither of you. I will
could
say,
recognize-
hint. Neither of you played this game.
Are you? Oh shit! Really? I was about to say I can recognize that burnt out car anywhere. But,
Probably just the same model.
A lot of
just
games
like
just use a lot of burnt out cars.
Y'all kind of cut out there. I didn't really get that.
It looks like any burnt out car that exists in video games. Just like
Oh, okay,
copy
okay.
and pasted.
I think
He
I have
says
played
he says
this
we
game.
haven't played it, but it's so fucking Last of Us coded.
It very much.
I think
is,
I
yes.
have played this game though.
You would have. I guess you could have. You've never intimated you had.
I'm gonna lock in.
I want to say, is this? Hang on. I have to.
Look at it again.
Yeah.
Do a little bit more research with your eyes. Tavin, it's gonna burst on you. I'm waiting for it.
Not on me.
Sorry.
Well, right now it is.
I'll be out of camera. I'm getting really close to my monitor.
Well, the thing about ketchup packets.
Phil sucking dick.
Look at him. Look at him. He's
Go
like,
ahead, bob it, bitch. Bob it. Yeah.
clip that.
I need to get the clip button working.
Just press a key.
Yeah, there's a way to do it. It'll do like the last like 30 or seconds or a minute or whatever.
I see.
Oh, that's goofy.
And Phil's like,
Boil. Because he said goofy.
I can't lock it in.
you can't?
I can't. I can't lock it down because I'm not entirely sure.
I think the lighting is the giveaway here.
I'll just
Mhm.
go for it. I'll just go for it. I play this on games with gold. I'm locked in.
Then you might have played it. All right. Phil.
Crisis 3.
Tavin?
Yeah, I think that lighting's in that Crytek engine, baby. That's Crisis 3.
You guys are wrong.
Damn. Tough.
Second, the first hint. I guess the second hint. This is a game that is very often used to, show off graphical enhancements on new tech. Mainly, really just PC. In fact, there's a. Oh no, that's not it. But yeah. I'm looking, and I if I get closer, I can see.
Okay. I guess I'm locked in, but unless you're giving us false information.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is like there's a chance he just doesn't know that we've played this game, but
There's a chance. Yeah,
I'm still lost. Like,
because I've mentioned the game before, but I don't remember you guys responding to it.
I'll be honest. The thing that's kind of throwing me off is the traffic light is still on.
Well,
So I'm like, all right, well, power exists in this world.
things are just a little messed up.
Phil, it's not Spec Ops: The Line. If you were thinking Spec Ops: The Line, it's not Spec Ops.
Not orange enough.
Well, isn't that all desert?
What
Welcome to Dubai. Fucked up game.
Well, it takes place in
Yeah, those
Dubai.
guys hanging. People hanging all over the place there.
Do either of y'all know anything that happens in that?
Yes.
In Spec Ops: The Line?
Yeah.
Not really.
You vaguely tell me what you think.
The main character does something that makes him feel bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's still some twists that you don't know.
I don't know much,
Olive.
but I just know the big.
What are you doing?
What is she doing?
She's trying to get up to Rue's food.
See, in my head, Crisis 3 is the game that they used to fucking show all
I was gonna say, yeah.
I don't
I'm still
fucking
locked in
know.
my
Yeah,
other
I'm gonna
guess. So.
I don't fucking know. All right, I'll lock in.
All right. Tavin?
So Tavin goes first. Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know. Is this like a Half-Life 2?
Phil?
I'm gonna do a same thing that I used
I said
last
Half-Life.
round.
I meant Left 4 Dead.
Okay.
Left 4 Dead 2.
Jesus, okay.
I'm gonna use a strategy I used last time for Final Fantasy, but in reverse. I'm gonna say Crisis 2.
And Phil gets the point. Crisis 2. And
Okay.
I was wrong, but it wasn't Crisis 2 that's mainly used. It's Crisis 1. I thought 3 was... I was like, oh, maybe it is 3. But no, it's 1.
I don't know.
That's weird. But it still is sometimes used. Either way, Phil, 3 points. Tavin, you have 2. There are 2 more left. And
Wait,
I will...
Tavin only has one.
It should be 1 to 3.
Well, you did Final Fantasy.
No.
And
No,
High
he
on Life.
didn't get
No,
that
no.
one.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I did that.
He's only got High in Life.
Yeah. Why'd I do that? Meanwhile,
'Cause
you've
you're
gotten
dumb.
everything so far, Phil.
Hi.
Well, next game.
For the record, I have not played Crisis 2. I've only played Crisis 3. I just
Okay.
made a guess because I was.
I was right.
Yeah, you were correct.
The hint.
Oh, I know this.
I'd be surprised if you do. The hints. I was hoping to say the hint because it'd make it more obvious, but
No, go ahead.
no. Oh, you
Go.
you okay?
Go
I will.
ahead.
All right, fair.
With the hint.
This game is bad. It's just what else can I say?
Oh man, I don't fucking.
I'm like 90% sure that I actually know this game.
What could it be?
What in the pre-rendered background is this?
You just say it's
The
pre-rendered.
Skybox. For the record, I don't think I've played. I don't think I've played. I have not played this game, but I've seen a few videos about it.
Fireworks going off in the background.
Makes it pretty.
Those are snowflakes.
Is that not a firework?
Your voice isn't getting picked
Nope.
up.
They're all snow.
Not-
They're all snowflakes. They're just from different angles. They're all snowflakes.
They are. I couldn't see it because I can't zoom in. I don't know. Sure, I'll lock in.
All right, Phil.
I'm also locked in. Yep. This is the father of Sonic himself's, Yuji Naka's Balan Wonderworld.
Interesting. I didn't know Balan Wonderworld ever got into this type of environment. I was gonna guess Wizards 101.
Phil gets the point. It is Balan Wonderland. Wonderworld.
Wonderworld.
Yes, Wonderworld. You're right. Sorry. In fact, I looked it up
Please.
and I was like, well, maybe this guy's wrong.
Respect convicted felon Yuji Naka. Okay.
For like embezzlement or something.
Yeah,
That's
it
what-
wasn't. He's
yeah.
not a good guy. He's not a good guy.
Well, I could do the next one, but
Let's do it.
all right.
Why not?
You know what? You're right.
Let me go.
Why-
Let me go 5 for 5. Let me go 5 for 5.
This is the chance to do so. But frankly, Phil, I don't think you will.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've got vibes for this first one, but I don't think it is.
Pretty I hope you get it though, Phil.
Well, I thought it was one thing, and then I zoomed in and I realized it's not. I thought the archway was a sign. And it's not a sign. That's an archway. So now I'm really thrown off.
I don't think I do know what this is, but I'm gonna lock in my original guess, even though I know it's wrong.
Dan, did you have a
Just the vibes.
hey vibes? Maybe that's all you need.
Just the vibes.
Tavin's looking at it as much as he is because he has like, I could do it. I could get it right. I think I can.
Honestly, I'm pretty lost here.
Oh, okay. Well, you made it seem like you were like, wait a second. Analyze, zoom in, enhance.
Sorry
Look
about
at Google
that.
Tavin.
Probably one of these like fucking Russian games that Connor likes.
Metro Exodus.
It might be Metro Exodus. It could be. What was that game called?
What is that game called? It's like
The
the
one
whole
from
point
last year. Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl.
That wasn't the one I was thinking of, but then when you said the one from last year, I also couldn't remember that name either. Because let's be honest, all these games are the fucking same. All right, I'll lock in.
All right, Tavin, go ahead.
I'm gonna say Atomic Heart.
Nope.
Olive, get off my computer. My vibe guess was Cana Bridge of Spirits, even though I know it's wrong.
Huh. No. Neither is right. This one is a game where one of its entries is vastly more popular than any of the others. Vast. Not even.
Okay, I'll lock in.
All right, Phil.
I gotta keep looking at it for a minute.
I'll say my first instinct was State of Decay.
Hey.
But then when you see the archway and the like stuff, I was like, oh, this is definitely not State of Decay.
That's why you're doing that. I thought you recognized the arch.
I was like, damn, when the fuck did State of Decay start looking this good? That game is ugly as shit.
Yeah, guess what?
Even when it came out, it was not good looking.
I remember. But it was fun, though.
It was very fun.
I never played it.
We're getting a third one next year.
Connor, you said I haven't played this game?
I never said that. You haven't played this game.
Okay, he just told me that I haven't played this game.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll lock in then.
Pop right there.
You.
Phil's locked in.
Get it all over your Shovel Knight.
But you.
If you come red, that's
a
concerning.
bad sign. That's real. That you need to go to the doctor.
Probably too late for you at that point.
I was gonna say it's probably already too late.
I want to meet someone who just has an aesthetic of different liquid fluids that they shouldn't have. But the doctor's like, there's nothing wrong with you. I don't know.
Where's that plot line where someone comes red in Grey's Anatomy? Where's that at?
That's like a House episode.
I mean, they're both medical.
No,
dramas
it would
with
definitely be
ridiculous things happening.
It would be more of a Grey's Anatomy thing.
It's more of for coming. It's more of a Grey's Anatomy thing.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's like no,
because they want the humor of it.
Oh,
They
they
want the
do.
humor.
Okay. The House seems like it's pretty funny a lot.
There was that too, but it's mostly House being funny.
Yeah, they never put they never make the patient like the butt of a joke
I see.
in the show in House. Usually,
I mean, they
outside
have.
of like the clinic,
Mm-hmm.
the real patient, they never make them the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
I mean, House will make fun of them, but they're not like the butt of a joke.
House is
It's
House.
Yeah.
being a dick. That's the joke.
Yeah. In Grey's Anatomy, there was an episode where a woman essentially just could not go a day without having like 60 orgasms out of the blue.
Hey, sometimes you just do it. You know,
It happened.
you doing?
Whereas like the doctors in Grey's Anatomy actively laugh at the patients sometimes.
They're scumbags. That's why they die.
Sometimes.
Dude, sometimes more surgeons die than patients. It's crazy.
We've been locked in for like 5 minutes.
Oh, you have been?
Yeah.
I didn't hear. I
Wait
thought
on
you
you.
were. Okay, Phil.
I think I've honestly forgotten what I fucking locked in because we were talking about medical drama. Oh, fucking Witcher 3. Witcher 3.
Tavin?
It's an okay guess, Phil, but I'm gonna say this is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
No, on both accounts. I think I was misunderstood.
You said the second one was more popular than the first.
No, you said the sequel is more
The
more
sequel
popular.
is more popular than the first. Yeah, the one that comes after.
Yeah. A sequel is it doesn't necessarily have to be the next one.
Right. It does. Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah.
Well, next guess. It's
the first game, Phil, is what he means. It's the first game. He's just a fucking idiot.
It's the RPG. It's an RPG. Nope, not really. No, it's not. Like, it's a. I haven't played it. I haven't played it. I thought, you know.
What is wrong with you?
Well, you know, a couple things, but it doesn't.
Do you know what a sequel is?
I never said this was a sequel.
You're wild.
I
bro.
did say actually. Yes,
I swear you said that this was a sequel.
No, I did.
And it was
I
more
did.
popular
Go take a
than the
nap.
original.
No.
Like,
I did say that. I was mixing it with what I said earlier. You know what? The fucking it's a linear game. It's a linear game.
A linear game?
It's a linear game. It's not open world. It is on a track. It's on rails. It's on like a rail system, a pulley system, you might say.
He hasn't played it. Wait, so is the first one the more popular one or the sequel?
The sequel to the game in question.
Okay,
is
but
far,
this is the original one, is what you're saying.
I never said that.
I hate you.
You're terrible.
You're the worst.
I've got nothing. Because I would not have said this is a linear game. I would have said
I don't
this
even
is
know
an
where to
open
go.
world.
Let's do another guess. All right. One of you is close.
Is this wait? No, it's not. Well, it might be. I don't remember it ever looking this pretty though. I've played this game?
They did do the. I never said that.
You said Phil hasn't.
Yeah, but I never said you hadn't or had.
But you said one of us was close.
You have though.
I can't fucking stand you.
It's not Witcher 3?
No.
No. I think I have it, but I have trouble believing that it's this pretty.
All right.
It's
then
not like an unpretty game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a pretty game for the time, but I don't remember looking this good.
I'll lock in.
All right, Tavin.
Witcher 2?
Nope.
That's exactly what I was going to do. I was going to do my same thing I always do.
It is Witcher 2.
This is nothing like how I remember Witcher 2 looking.
Well, remember, PC exists.
This is a modded image?
It's not modded, but you can enhance it. And there's also the new version that came out fairly recently. Wasn't there one that came out recently?
No!
Not modded, but you can enhance it.
You can enhance it.
What does that even mean?
Like, you can, like, we can have, like, higher graphical fidelity if you have better tech.
I played Witcher 2 on PC. What are you talking about?
But some people have, like, ridiculously impressive rigs. And so, you know what? That would make it look better.
It's got to be a modded thing.
Make it look better.
The game doesn't look like this.
I looked at it and I didn't see that it was modded, and I usually find out whether it's modded. And you know, Phil, you got a perfect 5.
It's not what that game looks like.
Well,
I wouldn't say perfect because I didn't get them all on my first guess, but yeah.
Don't be technical now.
That's Witcher 2?
I'm looking at images of Witcher 2, and this does not look.
It does not look like this.
You know,
Like Witcher 3 looks like this. Like the whole lighting system is wrong.
let's see, where did I
Like
get
I don't even think there's like this time of day anywhere in The Witcher 2.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of like gray skies.
There's a lot of like early morning and then like late afternoon. This is like 12 o'clock.
Hmm.
And the sun is never this bright. It's always orange.
They just turned it up.
Yeah, I remember a lot of like grays,
Yeah.
oranges,
Nothing,
greens for
nothing
sure.
nothing I'm seeing from The Witcher 2. Even some of the pre-rendered like images don't look this good.
Damn, I thought it looked better.
You went and got fucking. This must be a Witcher 3 image or something. Like, and you just fucked up.
It's
You
definitely
must,
Witcher.
you
No, I found
must
it.
have searched.
No, it's Witcher 2. It's a wallpaper. So someone enhanced it. I see.
Yeah, Connor, it's a wallpaper.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's got nothing to do with the game.
I thought for sure you fell victim to like the Google search fucking up and like you searched Witcher 2 and then you just pulled up an image from Witcher 3.
That 3 image just came up. Oh, it's getting a little red, Connor.
This was submitted 11 years ago. Goddamn.
I could do it.
I know you
It'd be
could.
so easy. Just a little bit of pressure. All over your hands. Get you all sticky right here at the
I
end.
can do that as long as it's not on me.
All right, well, this has been an episode of the Piggy Bank. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Drop a comment and let Connor know what a piece of shit and what an idiot he is.
You're an idiot.
Tell him to just go to bed. Tell him to take a nap. Tell him to get a full 8 hours of sleep for once in his fucking life.
7 hours.
No, think about it. That looked more like Baldur's Gate 3.
Let us know what your favorite quote from video games is, and let us know what your favorite Kojima game is.
Are you excited for Death Stranding 2? Or actually, by the time this comes out, are you playing it?
Yeah, you probably are.
Probably are.
I won't be because I haven't played the first one. So
You don't need to play the first one.
It's a weird thing. I don't think you necessarily have to.
But I think you probably.
You probably should, just because there's a lot of concepts and things, but they do have that active like lore thing.
That's true.
In there, so that could probably help you out.
Do you think I can get away with just watching Mike and Roger's like VOD of them
a long playthrough.
playing Death Stranding?
That's a long VOD.
2 times speed.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
You know. I'll be honest. Yeah, I mean, like,
you've never been like
you could probably scroll through a lot of that video.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
a lot of walking.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
You watch the first like
found out. Sam Porter Bridges. Porter's not actually in his name.
No, it's his job title.
Yeah. Why? Yeah. So why is it his middle name?
Because it's his job title.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, here's the fun part. Bridges isn't his name either.
Oh my God, you're right.
He works for the company Bridges.
He just
Yeah,
took
you're
that
right.
name.
You're right. So why is that his name? That's stupid.
Because he's Sam.
He's also
but he's the son of the president.
I can't give you the answer to the question you're asking.
No, that wasn't a question.
Yeah.
But apparently now it is.
I can't give you the answer to the question. I can't give you the answer.
Apparently now it is a question.
I can't
because
give you
I wasn't asking a question, and then now I have so many more questions.
Listen, listen. Kojima, despite his like nonsense that he does think out his plots all the way through.
Yeah.
He does. He thinks them out. He thinks them. Why are you holding 5 against him? That's not his fault.
I know. That's why it's like,
not his fault.
Went out of his hands.
The amount of times we've contributed Metal Gear Solid 5 to Kojima when his name isn't on the project is ridiculous.
I mean, it's his game, but they just wiped his name out.
Because Konami was
a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. The whole thing was that Konami was just messing with things behind the scenes.
He is the director of the game. Like, he's credited.
He's not on the box. Like
they wiped his name from the box. Like, the whole, like, this is a Hideo Kojima game. They, like, erased all that.
Scumbags.
Really glad that change in leadership happened.
Yeah, I don't know who.
I don't remember. I couldn't tell you any names, but that's why we have Konami back.
Yeah.
That's why, Silent Hill's back, Metal Gear's back.
Who would have thought they were stupid?
At some point we'll get a Castlevania.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming.
Not a pachinko.
When are we gonna get? When are we gonna get the 4 remaster?
Like a master collection is what you're saying?
No,
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Maybe next year.
The master collection.
Maybe
the
next
master
year,
collection gives us. Sorry, go ahead.
To answer your question, we could get it next year, but we'll probably get it in 2027. What it will contain, we don't know for sure. 4, definitely.
4 or 5, and Peace Walker.
I wouldn't bet on 5.
So 4 Peace Walker and
Maybe Rising. I don't know.
really.
It's one of those things they could do a lot.
All right.
The only reason I wouldn't bet on 5 is just because that game's easily accessible, still looks good, still plays good. Like,
well, boys, thank you so much for joining me. Let's say goodbye. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, friends.